Hello there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Let me just check the audio's all right. Hello there, welcome. It is brilliant. So is it just me and Kaz? Oh, Nick's here as well. Brilliant, excellent. Nick says, wishing everyone a happy new year filled with prosperity, growth, and exciting opportunities. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, and well, here we go. Last live stream of the year, and yeah, let's do something, shall we? So if any of you saw my video last night, you will see that what I did was just hang on a second, just getting a link together for you. What I did was I talked about the Bitunix offer that I've now got and is now live. It's been live now for 12 hours. It went live at midnight GMT last night. And I'll just give you the link for it. Hang on. So that's there in the comments now. I should be able to pin that, shouldn't I? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Must be a way. Oh, there you go. Right, so that's pinned there at the top. So that's good. Right, now that link gets you. What does that get you? That gets you. I had the page already. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I did was my computer was running really, really slow. So I logged out and then I logged back in, but it logged in with a different profile, which I'd forgotten about. And then I thought, oh, there's that stuff that was missing. But then I logged into a few things that I wanted to show you. And of course, I had to re-log in everything from scratch, including like TradingView on Chrome, So that involved the Google Authenticator, all that sort of stuff, and time was running out. And I will tell you right now is I've got a right sore throat, actually, and I keep sneezing a lot. So just excuse me if I snuffle, cough, or whatever. Let me just have a look at these comments because see someone's being raucous here. Anyway, Kaz is here. Brilliant. Hello, Kaz. Yes, so you'll be happy about the Bitunix thing. I'm just trying to remember now. Are you a new user? If you're a new user, it's even better actually. Anyway, so there was Nick saying happy New Year to everyone as well. Oh, tomorrow anyway. John Bot, awesome. How do all the Scotty? Excellent. It wouldn't be a stream without Scotty, would it? Happy New Year. Not yet, but yeah. Your mum dresses you funny. Yeah, what are you on about, mate? My mum hasn't dressed me for a long time, and she would never be doing because she's just a pile of ashes. Okay, that's me. That's the link, and the link is pinned in the what's it now. Excellent. Right, great. So yeah, Bitunix. Now, what you get. This is the one I'm sharing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, right. So the campaign started last night at midnight and it's running for 30 days. I don't know why it didn't go till the end of the month. I thought it would have made sense to go to the 31st of January, but it doesn't go to the 30th. So it ends in 30 days and 1 hour. Okay. So for new users, you got a deposit reward. Unfortunately, I couldn't get this for the existing users. And what we've got is a trading volume reward for the existing users. Now, this is really, really easy. There's no mad figures you have to achieve there. I can show you that. But very briefly, what I was going to show you as well is I did, when I was sorting out this, I did query it a little bit with the affiliate guy. And it was due to the question that Kaz asked me as well. And I said, oh, by the way, one of my viewers asked me about what happens if she makes multiple deposits during a campaign for a new user. And he said she gets multiple deposits. And I was like, really? And he said, since deposits are sent every Tuesday, it restarts after that. So they will get bonuses the following week as well if she deposits. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Because the maximum deposit, I think, is like $1,000. $1,000, and then you get 500 for that. So in theory, you could do that 4 times. I suppose there's 4 Tuesday, or yeah, I suppose there isn't there. So in theory, you could do that 4 times. I mean, you'd need $4,000, but basically, you'd get $2,000 for free. But it gets better than that. Anyway, so what I said is do the amounts during the week add up. Now you said it amounts during a week until bonus is sent. I think that is yes. I actually read the terms and conditions, by the way, and I think that's what it said. I said if someone signs up today, this was 2 days ago, is that okay? And he said it hasn't started yet, so it started last night, so that's all good. So yeah, so that's where we are with that. That's pretty cool. Hang on, let me just remove that. Right, so we're back on that page, aren't we? There, which one is that? And my voice has got a bit a bit deep as well, hasn't it? Right, okay. So looking at the rules, the normal kind of rules, really. So basically what it is, right? So for new users, like I'm hoping that's Kaz actually. Deposit 100, trade once, get $50 futures bonus, right? That's for the first 300. I'll tell you now, there's no way there's going to be 300 people. Well, I don't think so anyway. I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to show you the back end for the affiliate thing in a moment, because you'll be stunned. Actually, you'll be stunned by how kind of like unresponsive everybody is. But anyway, if you deposit 500, right, you get $250 bonus. That's for the first 200 people. And if you deposit 1,000, trade once, you get 500. This is insane. This is like 50%. I mean, I thought the last campaign at 30% was really, really good. But no, this one's just stunning, really. So do use that link that's pinned at the top of the chat. Anyway, so that's for new users. So for existing users, right, this is the trading volume. Now, trading volumes are actually really, really easy to achieve. I keep saying it, but last month I did, I kind of went out of my way a little bit because I wanted to get my trading volume up to, I think I was trying to achieve 5 million. I was trading with $2,000 worth of, I think it was just Solana actually. I was trading with that, and basically I managed to get it over 1 million, but I couldn't get to the 5 million. But what you get here is like 10k of volume. Honestly, that is nothing. You get $10. 50k, you get $60, up to $1 million. Now, like I said, if you're trading with about $2,000, you can easily hit $1 million. It's not a problem, and that's trading volume. That means, for example, if you got $10,000, right, you're trading on 10x leverage. So that means that that would be $100,000 position. If you open and close that 10 times, that's it. You've done $1 million. So that's 10 times. Obviously, what tends to happen is during a trade, you tend to open and close things. Well, I do anyway. I tend to open and close things quite a lot. So every time you do that, that's part of your trading volume. So even with like $1,000, on 10x leverage, every time you open and close a trade, that is $10,000. So, okay, you need to do that 100 times, but you'd be surprised. You just do it. I don't know. I do anyway. But yeah, it's easy. But so these are really, really good. So do use that link that's up in the description. Cool. Right, let's just have a look at the comments, because I can see one there from Kaz. It's always great to hear from her. Okay. Scotty saying, we've lost our jazz DJ voiced host and been replaced by Barry White. I'm here to talk about love. Kaz saying, that's awesome. I will be in use, as in I will be using a new email account, and my last account wasn't an SWC link. I hope that counts and works. Okay. What I will say is, did you try and claim a bonus with the previous link? I don't know if that's going to affect things. What it says here, it says one account policy. Each user may participate with only one account. If multiple accounts are detected, operated from the same device or IP address, all involved accounts will be disqualified and flagged for suspicious activity. If you, I mean, basically what they're looking for people who are cheating the system there, right? So if you didn't claim a reward before, then what we can probably do is when you've done that, I mean, you're in the Discord anyway. When you've done that, just DM me your what do you call it, your UID, and then I can say to the affiliate guy, this is Kaz. She's not trying to game the system. It's just that she signed up with somebody else's link and wants to move it to my one. And I'm sure there's a way around that. Yeah, so it might be better to sort of warn them in advance, and then we can sort it from there, I think. Okay, so yeah, other terms and conditions are registration requirement. Obviously, you need to use that link. Reward format is in a futures bonus, so you can't withdraw it straight away. But you know, like I say, what tends to happen is you tend to just use it up anyway. It tends to get used up, you know, gobbled up by like losses and you know, fees, not fees so much actually, but that sort of thing. Anyway, so there is all that. Now, what's the free gift today? Well, I'll tell you in a moment, but I thought meanwhile I'll just show you my little summary thing that Bitunix sent me. So if I share that tab there, because I think this is quite, I don't know, it's quite can't think what the word is really. It's I don't know. A lot of things here surprise me. Bearing in mind this probably isn't my primary exchange. I tend to use Bybit a bit more, and to be honest, because I still get a bit of commission with BitGet, I tend to use BitGet quite a bit as well. Although it's not really my favorite exchange. I've actually got a BitGet long open at the moment on Bitcoin, but I'm thinking of closing out at some point, taking the winnings, putting it in the Bitunix account, and then what I'll do is I'll start off with like about $1,000, and I'll show you how easily you can get those what do you call it, those trading volume rewards. But anyway, this has all come about because tomorrow is actually the anniversary of me using Bitunix. In fact, I think it was a year ago today that I actually signed up. I think it was anyway. And then I started trading on New Year's Day, and so I might just remember it because of that, really. Anyway, so let's have a quick look at this. What does that say? Unlock. There you go. So this just gives a little summary. I thought it was quite interesting, really. So your annual preferences, BTC. You have a deep understanding of and strong confidence in BTC. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. I'm a digital pioneer. There you go. That's says you are a fearless pioneer, bravely conquering the blockchain world with the power of Bitcoin and leading the future financial battlefield. Okay, I guess that's just because I trade Bitcoin. It might also be because I now do the what do you call it, the Coin M stuff, and I tend to use Bitcoin for that. Although at the moment it's mostly Solana in there. I don't quite understand this graphic here. It says your annual data. I mean, is that supposed to be showing something? Sort of. Is that supposed to be sort of waiting over to this side for some reason? I don't really know actually. But it seems to be waiting towards that assets reserve. I honestly don't know what that means at all. Anyway, so it says I joined the Bitunix family on the 2020 New Year's Day last year, and I've spent 354 days and nights with us. It does feel like that sometimes. We have been by your side through every step of your journey. Every moment of your struggle is accompanied by us in silence. It's quite a weird thing to say, isn't it? The cryptocurrency you view, often BTC, every rise and fall of the market is an opportunity to reflect on the future landscape. So it gets better in a minute. Your favorite cryptocurrency to trade is BTC. You have a deep understanding and a strong confidence in BTC. Kind of. This bit I didn't get. It says my favorite niche coin, OKB. I have absolutely no recollection of ever trading that at all, but maybe I did. I don't know. It might have been one of those where we were doing the what's it called now? Just remove that. Where we're doing the watch list alerts, and then I was just, pulling out random shit coins that had triggered some alert and trying to trade them, regardless of what it is. I decided that wasn't a particularly good strategy, so I got a big cup of tea here. So excuse any slurping noises. I'm kind of hoping it will ease me throat a little bit. It's a bit. Anyway. Just one there. Cass says, cool, Tar. I don't think I got a bonus. I haven't used the old account in ages either. Yeah, okay. If you have any problem, let me know. Maybe it's probably not worth mentioning it in advance. I know it was a problem last year because what we had at New Year last year, my affiliate person was someone else. It was this girl called Jane. She was great. She was. And the first offer was where I think everyone got like $30 trading bonus for doing nothing, just for signing up, So of course that meant a lot of people could try and game the system by creating multiple accounts and getting the multiple trading bonuses. So they clamped down on that really quick. It was a bit embarrassing actually, because it was someone actually in my community. It was like what do you call it? It was when I had it was mainly just the Telegram group then, and it was somebody there and he was like, "Bro, what's happened to my bonus?" and all that sort of thing. And I said, "Well, tell us your UID." So he told me, and then she said, "Okay, we'll investigate what happened." And I was thinking, "Oh, this is a bit rubbish, so they're not very good at giving out the bonus." And then she said, "Oh, right, there's 3 accounts registered under the same IP." And that didn't work. And then he said, "Well, it should be all right because I was using the VPN." And I was like, "That's not really the point, mate. It's like you're cheating. You're just stealing. Well, not stealing, but you're just trying to cheat the system." Anyway, didn't really work too well. Anyway, so I think he just didn't get anything. But anyway, Kaz, if you're not. You're not trying to cheat the system. I know you're not. So I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. If not, we've actually got the guy in the Discord to actually say, this is the situation. But I think if you haven't tried to claim a thing before, then I think it should be all right. Anyway, you should use Bitunix though, because I do like it. Sorry, that sounded like financial advice. This is not financial advice. Anyway, let's get back to my little thingy. Where's it gone? There it is. Yeah, so okay, but I have no recollection of what that is at all. Right, so over the past year, you have often been among the first to feel the market's heartbeat. Have I? Interesting. Your favorite page in 2025 is futures trading. Absolutely. That is my bookmark, actually. Sounded very stoky then, didn't I? Bookmark. Anyway, average daily browsing time 4 hours. Is that all? I'm sure it must be more than that. Opening futures trading has become part of your daily routine. Yeah, it certainly has. I must admit, I do use it a little bit on my phone, but mostly on a browser on the laptop. Right, on New Year's Day, I made my first step on Bitunix. First deposit USDT, $203. They did actually give me a $500 trading bonus, actually, which is, I thought, quite generous. So that was, that's always a good thing to sort of get me in the mood for liking an exchange or actually wanting to promote it, as if they give me a reasonable bonus to try out. There is actually a new one I'm going to try out probably tomorrow. Actually, it's one called Bit Baby. I must admit, I hate the bloody name. I'm not going to say Bit Baby. It's just horrible, isn't it? I don't know why they're all called Bit something. Which one isn't? Phemex. I mean, Phemex just sounds like some sort of sanitary product, doesn't it? You know, but Phemex, 2-bit, but I mean, Bybit sounds all right because it's been around for so long. But I always thought Binance was a good name. Anyway, so over the past year, my asset portfolio has grown by up to 67.96 times. It's not that much bigger. It's not, it's not the initial whatever it was times that. But I think it probably has grown at certain points that much. So I don't quite know where they get that statistic from, but it has grown. I've withdrawn quite a lot and put it in other places there, of course. My first spot one, e-gold, $32. What's that? 32 e-gold? I don't know. Wonder what e-gold was worth a year ago. It's worth sod all now, isn't it? Right. My first futures, Bitcoin, $2,500. Vaguely remember that, actually. Over the past year, I've completed a total of 16 spot trades. Yeah, I don't do much spot trading. I do a little bit, I suppose, but total transaction volume reached 4,377. That's hardly anything just because I don't do spot trading. This is where it gets more interesting. So over the past year, you've completed a total of, I can't believe this, 1,486 futures trades. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Does that mean I'm doing, what am I doing? I'm doing like 4 a day. I probably am, actually. God, that's ridiculous. But there again, I do tend to sort of like add to a trade and take away a little bit. I suppose it's counting all those. Anyway, total transaction volume reached. Now, I don't think it's a total for the whole year. I think that is like the kind of the highest transaction volume I achieved. So that shows you at some point. I mean, bear in mind, I've never let this account get like huge. Like, I think the most it was up to was about 15 grand at one point, and then I've moved the money elsewhere. So it's not like I've had like 200 grand in there or anything like that. So yeah, total transaction volume reached was 11.6 million. So it kind of shows you that them big trading volumes are reachable quite easily, really. So it says there were 354 new popular coins listed on spot market, and you successfully captured the first week price movements of none of them. That doesn't surprise me because that doesn't interest me at all. Out of 272 new futures listing, you successfully captured the first week price movements of one of them. I think that was Trump. Pretty sure it was. Over the past year, you earned, this is good. Over the past year, you earned a total of 1,426 USDT in rewards from various campaigns. So that's all the things like the futures bonuses and all that. And to be honest, like a lot of them, I didn't realize. I didn't even ask, to be honest, because a lot of them I just assumed that it's just for you guys and not for me. But it's only since I've had the new guy, Alex, that I've said, like, can I get involved with this as well? And then I can make videos about achieving the rewards, quick slip. And he said, yeah, it's fine. I asked the same thing to Blofin the other day, and he went, no. They went, of course you can't. You're that's the affiliate account. You can't do that. Anyway, so yeah, so Bitunix win over Blofin for me for that one. Anyway. So them rewards there, your total rewards exceeded those of 99.27 of all Bitunix users. That's incredible. I mean, does someone claim their bonuses? I don't know. In contract trading, you earn a single profit of 165% on the BTC trade. Yeah, I think I remember that. ETH USDT brings the highest point of 1,968. Outperformed 99.63% of the users. Yeah, I actually remember that one. It was, I think that was one of the ones I posted on the Stonksy group. So there's this top 10 thing. What's this here? Don't really know what that is. Don't really care. Annual top 10. You successfully captured one market trends out from the, don't know. It seems to sort of make out I'm doing all right. I didn't realise I was. I thought I was just doing okay, you know. This year, this is good. 613 users came because of you, bringing you a cumulative profit of 6,156 USDT. Your influence surpasses that of 99.49% users on the platform. Okay, well, I'm pleased actually, because you know that's basically how I. Well, it's how I earn my regular money. You know, it's like I know £6 a year is pretty much nothing, but you know, I do that there, and I do it on BitGet and Bybit as well. So you know, it's not brilliant, but it's okay. You know. Anyway, so there's a few just general sort of stuff about that. So I thought that was quite interesting. Anyway, so what am I going to do for free things today? I'm keeping you in suspense, aren't I? Really? Let me just close that tab, and let me move over to this here. Hang on a minute. So I've lost my thingy. Hang on. When did that happen? Okay. Right. So what I'm showing you here, it's the list of users on Bitunix. Now, because we had that $30 for free sign up thing at New Year 2025, there was a lot of users who just signed up, and I think what a lot of them did, I think they must have just like, you know, done a trade with just like a shit coin, or they just 100x leverage their free bonus, and you know, they all just disappeared, and they never kind of never made a deposit, never did nothing. You know, I'll just show you one for example. So this was somebody from like January. I'm just picking someone random. So what do? They oh yeah, you don't need to do KYC, by the way, which was another problem with the multiple accounts, because obviously if you're not doing KYC, then it's easy to make multiple accounts, isn't it? So yeah, don't do that. I mean, do it if you're going to use an account for a different reason. I mean, sometimes I've done that in the past where I've had like, say like I've been playing with a bot or something. I've had a separate account for that. Or like when I was doing the Stonksy stuff, I'd have a separate account that I'd use on the Stonksy channel, that sort of thing, you know. So if you've got a reason to do it, but don't do it just so you can try and game the system, because you'll end up just getting nothing really, rather than getting a nice steady flow of rewards, you know. But yeah, so this person here, they traded. Did they deposit? It doesn't look like they deposited. And they've just got an account there just doing nothing, and there's loads of these, right? So what I thought I'd do is I'm going to filter this a bit. So I'm going to say people who've deposited, right? And I'm going to say people who've traded, right? So this list goes down from about 700 to, what is it? 225. Okay. But even within these, and if I just pick someone out random, let's pick someone who's joined a bit later in the year, maybe like recently. So here's someone from October. I mean, what happened there? I don't know. They got 6 cents. Do people just join and get wrecked? Is that what happens? I don't know. I can't guess it might be. That's in the spot accounts. Futures accounts, they didn't have anything. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it anyway. So what I thought I'd do is, for the people who are watching, if you do join Bitunix, right, and then if we're talking about this on a live stream like today, or you know, maybe one of the ones I'm doing with maff or whatever in the new year, but during January, and then we'll have a little bit where if you've if you've signed up with our link, right? So it's savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, or use the link in the pinned at the top of the chat. If you sign up with that, what I'm going to do is, if you've deposited more than $100, so basically if I come in here and I look at, say, okay, so this one here, right? So they wouldn't qualify because that's only $80, right? They've got in there. What are they doing? They've got like okay, they've got a bit of USDT in there. That's what they're doing. Okay, that's any information I get from here, So if you join up, or if you're an existing user already, and you've got $100, or say more than $1,000, then what I'm going to do is, if you've got $100, if you put your UID in the chat, or if you don't want to, you can DM me in the Discord your UID. I mean, I don't think there's a big deal with showing people your UID, because it's not your name or anything like that, and you can't sort of back engineer it to find out who the person is. But if you want to do that, if you've got $100 in your account, we're going to upgrade you to VIP 5 for a month, and if you've got $1,000 in there, we're going to upgrade you to VIP 7 for a month. Okay, so that is the deal. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, I did ask the affiliate guy just before I came on the stream if I could have VIP 7, so I can show you what it looks like. So if we go over here and I go to this thing here where it says VIP 0, I was VIP 2 last month, but then I stopped using the account for a bit, so it kind of dropped down to whatever it is. I haven't got much in this account. So I've only got about $300 in here at the moment, but I'm going to put more in so I can do that thing where I kind of prove how much trading volume can get. And if you go to view progress here, it's quite cool because it shows you what your balance is. So, for example, I've got $394 in there. It is actually Solana. Actually, it's not USDT. I moved the USDT out, and it says what you need to achieve to get to the next VIP level. Normally, that would be VIP 1 in this case. So you'd need to achieve a trading volume of $1 million, okay, which isn't impossible, but it's it'd be nice if you could shortcut that. So what I did was I asked the guy if I could have VIP 7, and he said, yeah, sure. So this is where it appears, right? So you go to your thingy and you go to my rewards, right? And then I've got a lottery ticket thing there, and then you got like thing saying VIP 7 trial pass here. And what it says is distributed from exclusive campaign rewards on today. Activate before, yeah, so you have to activate them in 7 days. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so you should see me. Okay, right. So compared to regular users, you can save up to 87.5%. So you're going to get this if you've got like $1,000 in your Bitunix account. Okay. So just either put your UID in the chat and I'll sort it out, or you can DM me in the Discord. I can't do it straight away. What I've got to do is get a little list together for Alex and then send that to him, and then he'll sort it out. But he did it for me in about 2 hours. So you can probably get that. Say if you did it today, it could be sorted for tomorrow. Let's just have a look at the perks. Tell you what, my internet's really slow. I use Virgin Media. I don't know if anyone else does, but I'm really thinking of changing it. I went with Virgin because it seemed quite cheap for like 100 meg connection, which is, if it worked like 100 meg connection, it'd be great. And I think I got sort of swooned by the numbers, and mainly because, like, when I lived in France, I had like a 1 meg connection. It's just terrible. Anyway, but if anyone knows any good providers, I'm sort of tempted to go down the BT route, but I don't know. I'm sure there must be someone else who's good. But anyway, so the benefits: weekly mystery box claim now. Oh, shall I have a look? Open weekly, 100% win rate. Okay. View rewards. Oh, okay. Use now. Oh, wow. Okay. That's cool. I got $35. Excellent. That's nice, isn't it? And Bitunix is really good like that. I want to get back where I was now. How do I do that? There you go. Stop loss trial pass. Receive 5 coupons every week. Enjoy worry-free. Don't know what that is. Let's have a look at that. Guaranteed stop loss coupon. Right. I don't know what that does actually, but guaranteed stop loss vouchers. When the market reaches the preset stop loss price, the position will automatically be closed at the fixed price to effectively avoid slippage risk. Upon redemption, you'll receive 1 guaranteed stop loss chance. Eligible trading pairs are specified on the coupon. I don't get that. When the market reaches the preset sell price, the position will up to fixed price to effectively. Okay, right. So, oh, okay. Isn't that what it does anyway? I suppose it just. I suppose if you've got a market order, it might just buy up the order book. So yeah, you would get slippage. All right. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, cool, good, excellent. Right. Let me just have a quick look at the comments so we can see what's going on. Mr. Dell says it was cool. I've forgotten what. Oh, what you're on about? Can't remember. Lol, use Phemex on those more intimate areas. Are we bullish today? Yeah, we'll look at that in a moment. But I sort of am actually. Rumors are Fed is holding rates in January. Oh, maybe not then. Can you tell how awful or fabulous we are doing by how much percentage you get paid from our trade results? Good question. No. No, I can't. I can on BitGet. But on Bitunix, all it shows me is just your account balance. It shows me where it is. Well, so I can see if it's in your futures or your spot. I can see what tokens they are as well, but I can't see like your trades or anything like that. So, and you know, if 1 minute it's got like $10,000 there, next minute it's got none. You know, I don't know if you've just done a terrible trade or if you've just withdrawn it to buy a car. You know, I could, you know, could be either. So if you think I'm spying on you, I don't have much of an interest in doing that, to be honest. but yeah. And also, I don't necessarily. I suppose if I know who you are, and then you tell me the UID, I do know who you are. Then, don't I? But anyway, but I'm not going to do anything weird with your data anyway. So no, I can't really tell much really. Just because I can see if your thing goes up or down. I can't even see. Let me have a look actually. Maybe there is a way. Let's find someone who's got. Problem is I don't actually know. Maybe let me pick someone randomly. Okay. So what do I know? I know who they are, if they've done KYC. I know when the first trade was and when the last trade was. And that's all I know, really. Yeah, so yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't know much really. So you're fairly anonymous in there. I'm just stunned there's so many people who actually use the link and then just, you know, their account looks like that. I mean, did they not like the exchange, or did they blow their account, or that's quite good on. That's one of Maff's ones. That is. Someone's got $6,000 in there. Nice. USDT. Ah, if that's anyone watching, 451433141, I'll be more than happy to give you VIP 7 for that. Yeah, very cool. Oh, that actually means that Maff might be getting some commission at last. I mean, it's never much with this. It's literally like it's like a couple of dollars a day if I'm lucky. Anyway, maybe that's what I'm getting, and then Maff's getting loads. Who knows? To be honest, with Bybit, I think I've just got one really good person who trades quite big amounts, and some days my commission will be like hardly anything, and the next day it'll be like sort of like $60 or something. So that's quite cool, really. But it's just relying on like one or two people. So obviously that's why I'd like lots of people. And by the way, if you ever want to be like a partner, if you do your own kind of thing, like maybe got your own YouTube channel, or maybe you're like really good with TikTok or something like that, and or maybe you just got like millions of friends who want to know about crypto. If you want to be a partner, I can go to here and like upgrade you to a partner, which is what I've done with Maff. I've just done that and then given him the same sort of deal as what I get, which is cool. And it also means you don't have to go through the thing of like building up a YouTube channel, getting loads of subscribers, and then trying to sell your sort of idea of like, look at me, I'm a reasonable influencer. You can actually sort of bypass all that. All right, I will get onto some charts in a minute, and but yeah, that's what I was talking about. Anyway, so yeah, I think we're there, aren't we? Anyway, the VIP is well worthwhile, and yeah, more than happy to give people whatever. I was looking at this fella last night, Coin Baron. He does quite a lot of stuff to do with. Sorry, you can't see that. Yeah, I was doing something last. I was watching this guy last night, Coin Baron, who's a lad from the Netherlands, and he kind of said that he got made redundant last year, and he's tried working without a job, just using his YouTube money and stuff, and he's finding it quite difficult, so he's gonna have to make a job and then do less videos, which is quite a shame, really, isn't it? Sort of. Anyway, but yeah, I quite like him. He's a nice fella. Anyway, right, let's get onto some charts now. Just as I said that, I got this alert here on Bitcoin. What's that saying? 12-minute stochastics. Oh, so it's the super down indicator. Okay, but before I do that, I just want to have a quick look at the comments. So the comments have been great today, actually. Right. So Scotty, I jumped from Virgin to Sky, was way better service in all that aspects. Okay. I mean, the Virgin. I never wanted the TV anyway, because I don't watch regular TV. I wouldn't watch Sky either. So I don't know. I kind of feel like if I'm going to get an internet provider, I'd rather just someone who just does that. Anyway, what happened with the Eagle Town Hall? What happened? Well, it started off by like they were just talking to like random people who just built really shitty projects on Multiverse X, and like nobody was interested in it. Meanwhile, the chat was saying, "What's this all about?" And the comments were getting deleted so quickly because the sentiment was so bad. And then eventually the Minkus came on. First of all, it was Lucian Minku, and he was making some vague sense, and a few people were saying, "Oh, this is great," but what he actually said was, he said like, "It's been a difficult year, but we're happy with what happened in 2025, and we're going to try very hard to make things good in 2026." And that was it, really. Sort of, and then the price went down rapidly. Okay, right. So your last day at work, is it, Mr. Delta? I still hold EGLD too. The only EGLD I've got now is in LP tokens with ZoidPay. So hopefully I'll be able to split that up in January and then decide what to do with that. So yeah, not totally sure what's going to happen there. But anyway, that town hall thing, I did start to sort of stream it. I couldn't work out the audio, to be honest. It's a bit weird. What we use StreamYard for these live shows, and the way I like using it is what I'm doing now, where I'm just sharing a tab on Chrome, which means that because I'm always worried that I might show something personal, like I don't know, my bank details or something like that, or I don't know, like my WhatsApp messages with like my personal friends, and obviously you don't want to see that. Or some of the weird conversations that I have with Grok, but so I really like it, using it in this method where you show a Chrome tab. So basically what it was, I was having it so I was showing the Chrome tab with the Multiverse X Town Hall in it, and I could get the audio for that. But then if I flicked to another tab where I got the chart of EGLD, the audio would stop from that. So then I tried doing it by just sharing the whole window. And to be honest, it's kind of things like, when you go to another tab and you not accidentally, but you reveal the history of your browsing sort of thing. I was thinking like, yeah, it's a bit too much to sort of like, I mean, it'd be quite easy to sort of like, reveal, I don't know, like, for example, I didn't, but like, for example, like the website of my daughter's school or something like that, and that's kind of like information that I don't really want out there at all. So I don't know. It was a bit tricky. I couldn't quite work out how to do it properly, and it was so dull anyway. And nobody said anything, and the price went down. So yeah, so I didn't really enjoy that very much. But yeah, I will use that channel for like the other channel, SWC Trading. I will use that for some live trading. I might even start tomorrow with that bit baby. I'm not sure. I'll have to have a play with it later and see how it works. But I think there are probably opportunities to be had. Anyway, right. Let's get round to. I'm still on them. Still getting through the bloody comments. I actually thought I'd have nothing to say today, and I've been rabbiting away for 50 minutes now. So that's it really. Tariff wars back for 2026. Well, yeah, it's. I'm home with Raquel playing Malverns as well. Okay. I would love to come up and see you, mate. Come and see your band, but I think while I got my eldest daughter here, because she's only here till next Monday, I kind of like just want to make the most of her being around, really. So I think I might come and see you sort of after the 5th sort of thing. So, but yeah, but I'd love to pop up and see you at some point. Not all that. Yeah, Mr. Delta's an old friend of mine, by the way. So that's it, really. Okay, Scotty's saying super down on 10-minute on must M USDT. M is what's called it. What is that now? I've lost track now. M. I forgot what M is. Anyway, remind me. Anyway, so yesterday I was drawing these trend lines, inspired by Tory Dukes, who I'd been watching, and yeah, I don't know. I can definitely see how we're squashed into a little bit there, and something might be happening very, 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 very soon. So this morning, what I did was I was looking on the 12-minute time frame with Quadzilla. I think we all know what Quadzilla here is, don't we? And the annoying thing is what's today? Today's Wednesday, isn't it? Tuesday. Yeah. So yesterday morning, this is what I was talking about with maff yesterday on the live stream, was that we got that bullish cross of the 21 and 55 EMAs on the 12-minute time frame for Bitcoin USD. And that went up there, and that was doing really well. And in the afternoon yesterday, that was really good. Then it came back down. Now, at this point here, that's when I made the video that I put out last night, because that's the bit where I was kind of worried that they might cross bearish again. And what I was saying was that if they don't, it's normally quite a good sign, and in the other way around as well, it's normally quite a bad sign. Because if you're waiting for a bullish cross and it doesn't happen, then you know, the price can sort of plummet quite rapidly. And I thought this was quite cool because we had the purple shading there as they were coming together. And then around about here, it actually stopped appearing, but then we got the green shading. Now that was the faster one, so that's from the yellow and the cyan EMAs, and we actually got that there, so they crossed bullish there. And at this point here, that's about when I published the video, we had these EMAs in the order red, cyan, yellow, green. Excuse me. So that's a 5, 9, 21, and 55 EMAs. So that was looking pretty good. So then I went to sleep. Okay, I wasn't in a trade then, and but I did notice as I was going to sleep, I had a quick look at the charts. I've got to stop doing this actually, because I know I need to improve my sleep, and I mean, you're supposed to stop looking at screens like 3 hours before you go to bed. I could never do that. I mean, what do you do? I suppose read a book or something. I don't really read books much though. I suppose I could just, I don't know, play guitar or something, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I need to find something to do. But anyway, I saw the price coming down. I was thinking, oh, you know, shall I set a long somewhere down here? And I didn't actually, which was a shame. Because the price went up quite nicely, didn't it? Now, what I did do was I woke up this morning at about 7 o'clock here, and I noticed this green retracement here. So the price was going up, and I thought, okay, well, if that goes up there, it'll probably come back to here at some point. So I set a limit order here. So my entry is around about, which I'll tell you what it is. It is, that's not right. Oh yeah, 88,347. So 88,347. So yeah, my entry is about here. So it's in profit at the moment. Right, the price is coming down now though. But I think as long as this yellow 21 EMA stays above the 55 here on the 12-minute, I'm quite happy. Looking on larger time frames, I've forgotten where we are. See, this is a good example. You see how slow that happened there? That shouldn't be that slow, should it? So this is looking all right. So what that's done there, that did this Quadzilla retracement here. So basically that showed the bullish retracement there. Price went up, came back. It hasn't gone above there, so that's still got, no, well, it has now. And the price came down and then closed that retracement there. Okay, so that's to be expected. That being a bullish one though, I would expect the price to go up a little bit more. Then we get up to where this trend line is here. Okay, so that is the kind of about, I don't know, 89, 250, that kind of area there. I would say what we need to do is to break that. If we break that, then you know, we could go a lot higher. If we reject there, then obviously we're going to come down to either this support here, 86,127, or maybe down here at 83,469, that kind of thing. And then, you know, if we break through them, then we could go much lower, you know. But I'm hoping there might be a little bit of volatility at 230, and we could just push above that. I'm not expecting a massive breakthrough though. I think it might just be a little fake out, come back. Hopefully we bounce after that. But the thing is, today on traditional markets, it's just a half day, isn't it? And I think that is the same for the London Stock Exchange, as well as the you know, NASDAQ and all that sort of thing. New York Stock Exchange, whatever. I think that's the case. So I don't know. It might be another low liquidity day. It's not always a bad thing, but I don't know. Let's have a look what you all think. MUSDT. Oh, meme cool. Okay. Can have a little look if you want. Let me just save that. MUSDT. Meme cool. I suppose makes C charts good as any. And you're looking at the 10-minute. Well, before we go any further, I'd probably say that's probably quite significant, that bearish retracement there. So if you were thinking about doing a short, that might be an interesting level there. Something like 1.6666, quite devilly, isn't it? Yeah. So that's a possibility. So what you're saying, 10-minute. Okay. Yeah. I mean, how much of a pull down it gives you, I don't know. I mean, this one here, that was quite reasonable, wasn't it? I don't know anything about this coin. I don't know like how far it moves. How far is that? I'll say okay, 2%. Let me zoom out quite a bit. Oh, so are you looking for this to sort of die completely? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Without knowing what it is, I don't really know. Yeah, something like an 80% dump would be good, wouldn't it? If you're in a short, that'd be cool. I just don't have the confidence to trade these like weird things, to be honest. Actually, I know where I am with Bitcoin because I kind of like know the kind of percentages that it moves. I know like it will typically move a few percent during the day, which is fine. I know if it moves more than like say 6 or 7%, it's kind of quite a big deal. But a lot of these shit coins, they just move like 50% in one day, don't they? But yeah, well, good luck with that. Whatever you do with it, that's good. Cool. All right. So far, nobody's put a UID in the thingy. Okay, so that's okay. So what I would say is, if you're not in the Discord already, then go over to savewithcrypto.org/Discord. I've put the link for the Bitunix thing in the links and deals section of the Discord as well, so you can go over there. I think what I did, I put the generic one, which is like savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. What that one does, that kind of redirects to either maff or my affiliate link randomly, but they both got the same offer, so that's cool. Yeah. So you trading this then, Scotty? What's your plan? Let's have a look on the 1 minute. I mean, it's quite good at doing these bullish retracements, isn't it? So yeah, short from there down to there would be all right, I guess. But you never know if it's just going to go like that, whoosh, and up it goes. Yeah, I need to know more about it, really, or if there's anything to know about it. That is. I'm sure there was something else I'm going to talk about. Can't remember what it was now. was gonna massively shill the Bitunix thing, mainly because I think it's good, and also because it would be great to have at least some of those people, the 700 or so, actually trading. That'd be really nice. But I guess a lot of people are just, they've been and gone now, and that was it. All right, so you're trading that, but underwater at the minute. Okay. I don't recommend trading. Don't know what to say, really. I mean, with something that moves really rapidly like that, I suppose you could look for the super ups and super downs on a bigger time frame, like the 1 hour, like this. See if you'd have got that super up there, that would have been quite good. This one here, you got, this one's a funny one because you got a super up, and you got like the trend shield. I'll show you. You got a super up there, and you got the trend shield's kind of increasing, and then all of a sudden they stopped, and then you got another super up. So it was obviously like, I mean, that's actually quite a good example of the trend shield doing what it's supposed to do, really, because at this point here, the price was coming down, and you can see that the convergence band was right below here. It did pop up a little bit, came back, and the trend shield's meaning like, well, it looks like it should go back up, but at the moment it's still coming down. And it was until that point there when it went back up. And from that point onwards, it went up a reasonable amount. But then it kind of flopped about a bit. Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? Yeah, it's just a weird one. Yeah. It wouldn't be one I'd be trading. Anyway, so what else we got? Actually, Swissborg is up a little bit. That's good, isn't it? I don't know what to do with my Swissborg because I keep thinking one day it'll be like worth loads, but then at the moment I just keep watching it bouncing around between like 20 and 40 cents. So I'm not quite sure really. I think it'd be worth quite a lot one day because it's very undervalued at the moment, I believe. But I don't know. Market generally isn't looking too bad, is it? Anyway, I'm probably going to go actually because I just need to get on with a few things. Feed my daughters, that kind of thing. Usual stuff. And I don't know. Work out what I'm doing tonight. What's everyone doing tonight? I think I'm just at home actually. I'm going to stop drinking tomorrow as well. So I might have my last few beers tonight, and that'll be it. It'll all be gone. And then I'll decide what to do in February. I quite like not drinking, but at the same time, part of life. So there you go. Okay, Swissborg looking good. Let me just put that back on Bitcoin while I just have a look at the last comments. Yeah, it's interesting. How far is that got to go before that gets to that trend line? It's not 0.5%. About $500 maybe. It's not a lot, is it, for Bitcoin? That could happen at 230, couldn't it? I suppose. On a smaller time frame, like the 1 minute. This has been quite good fun, actually. I've resisted the temptation with my trade because sometimes what I do is when I've got an entry, like my entry was, where was it, down here somewhere, isn't it? I get tempted to sort of like, if I see a red retracement thing, I think, I'll just take a little bit of profit there and then put it back in on the next green. So I'll do that. Excuse me. And And you keep doing that, and you increase your position size, but then your entry keeps moving up when you do that, and before you know it, you've hit your stop loss, and you didn't make as much money as you could have done. So this time I'm just trying to leave it alone. Actually, currently $85 in profit, so I'll probably try and make 100 out of it. That'll make me feel better. And there you go, really. So that's what I'm looking at there. It would be nice, actually, if we get up to here as well, to complete that retracement there at around 88. So if it does 88, why not go to 89? In fact, let's break that resistance and go up to 90 something. That'd be good, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to see like a nice positive start to the year again, like what we did with this year. This was it this year or was it last year? I can't remember. I know January the 1st, it was like really, really good, wasn't it? And prices went up for ages, and then Trump came along. Oh, anyway, let's have a little look. Right. So, Scott, you say not sure when utility coins really get their push. I don't know, really. Scott, you're quite well. I'm stopping the booze too. I think it's worth it. It's give your body a bit of a rest. I actually stopped for like about 11 months last year. And then I didn't go right back on it. I just, had a few nights out and stuff and quite enjoyed it. So there you go. Kaz, yeah, I'm not partying either. Night in. Okay. Well, looks like we're all in tonight. Happy New Year's Eve, guys. Happy New Year to you, Lee, as well. I know you've had a tricky year this year, so I hope it's all better in 2026. Kaz saying Christmas Eve in Aldi was bad enough. Mad lady shouting and throwing things. Till and complaining about machines taking over. Okay, excellent. Madness and Aldi. What margin do you use? What do you mean, like leverage sort of thing? Oh, what margin? What, like? Oh, I see. Well, I'm actually trading that on BitGet. My current I'd show you bits on my other computer. I sometimes get that thing where you get that with MacBooks where you can show the other Chrome thing from the other computer, but it's not. I can't do that at the moment. So I'm actually using BGB as the margin on that, and the margin is 234 BGB, which I believe is about $800, I think, something like that. I'm actually doing it on 25x leverage, which is a bit silly, but basically what I did was I kind of started off the trade with like a reasonable amount of capital. Then when it went a bit more in trade, a bit more in profit, and I felt a little bit more confident, I sort of slammed the rest in, and I kind of like babysat the stop loss for like about an hour, and I was prepared to close it, with a, I don't know, with a $30-40 loss if necessary. But then the price went up reasonably, so then I was able to put me stop loss into profit. So my stop loss is pretty much at break even now. So that's cool. Lee, I've just been trading gold on MT4. Yeah, never used that actually. John, but I'm not stopping booze. Good on you, mate. Booze. Okay. Well, I think so too, but I think I've had quite a lot in my lifetime, so I don't know. Won't hurt to have a little break. Trading balance amount 1k, 2k, £500. Trading balance amount. Usually, whatever exchange I'm trading on, I try and have it so that my balance on that is round about $1,000. I've done it before where I've had it up to like quite big amounts, like sort of 30 grand and stuff, and I start doing stupid things if I get to that amount. So it makes sense to me to, if I got that amount, is to, move it somewhere else where I'm not going to touch it. So like onto my ledger or something, yeah, because I do take silly risks if I have a lot of money in the account. I think what I should do though, really, is probably end up with like more in the account and then just either use no leverage or just super low leverage. Because the only time I ever lose money, it's not because, well, it's just because I've over leveraged myself. That's kind of why I lose money. And sometimes I find it hard to accept that I've made the wrong decision and take the loss. But yeah, generally I find having about $1,000 in an account is a nice amount. So at the moment I've got about $1,000 in my BitGet account, about $1,000 in my Bybit account, and the Bitunix one I'm going to put. I'll probably make it so there's about 1,000 in there as well, and then I'll start doing stuff with that, and then do what I said I was going to do with the trading volume. All right. Anyway, so that link is in the description. Sorry, not in the description. It is, but in the pinned comment at the top of the thingy. Nice, good. It's very, very jazzy. Nice. Right. Okay. I think. Well, that's it really. I think I better say, enjoy New Year's Eve. I really, really wish you all an absolutely amazing 2026. I know we've got the usual crew here, but I kind of feel like I almost know you, like, even though I can't put a face to any of you apart from Mr. Delta. I kind of feel like you're part of the family almost, and it's like I'm really, really grateful for that. And I know Maff is as well. I mean, what an excellent find Maff was this year, wasn't he? I mean, I remember doing that video ages ago when I was struggling with that script, saying, does anyone actually know how to work this out? And a guy called Crypto J came along and he helped me a little bit. And then Maff just messaged me one day sort of saying, I've done this. And it was just brilliant. It was like, yeah, it was great. It was, and I really love how he's progressed as well, but from being the sort of what appeared to be quite shy to being quite outgoing and funny. I think he's been a great find. He's such a good coder as well. And I'm so pleased with the work he's done with Quadzilla. It's all been quite a good adventure, really. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for the community we got. I know it's not as big, and I think, well, we'll get it more active next year, and we'll get more people involved, and we'll do more stuff, and I think we can go places and we can help each other out and stuff. The good thing about Maff as well, he's got a nice job already. Well, it's not nice, but I think he gets paid well, sort of thing. And me myself, I just want to earn enough to sort of like pay the bills and have a reasonable bit of fun. Really, I'm not after Lamborghinis or anything like that. I wouldn't mind a house at some point, but yeah. So I think we're not total breadheads. So there's that as well. And I just think we've got a nice community. And there you go. As Scotty says, we are family. I got all my sisters with me. So I would say, I got all my traders with me. Okay, brilliant. Yeah. So I think that's it, really. All right. Anyway, have a beautiful evening, everyone. And probably won't actually do a live tomorrow. But what I will do is I'll make a video, and at some point I will put the camera on as well. And, I don't know if you like what you see, but there you go. Just like, who's that old bloke? And all right. All right, Scotty says, take care, see you in the new year. Right, take care, everyone. Right, I've actually enjoyed today, even though it's just me sort of babbling on about stuff and all that. Right, yeah, Kaz, Scotty, John, CD's not here, but CD's ace. All of you, Mr. Delta, of course. I'll see you all in the new year. All right, take care, everyone. Peace.